Coming to you from Annapolis, Maryland, home of the U.S. Naval Academy, the sailing capital of the world, home of the world's largest crab feast, and 4 signers of the Declaration of Independence. This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, a daily roundup of local news that you can use, including local sports, local events, local opinion, and local weather from DMV Weather. Now here's your host, publisher of Eye on Annapolis, John Franchot.
For those keeping count, 11 more shopping days until Christmas. Hello, this is John Franchot with your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, and today is Thursday, December 14th. Maryland Governor Larry Hogan held a news conference yesterday announcing new initiatives aimed at boosting job creation. He says it's an effort to build on legislation approved this year. The law provides incentives for manufacturing companies to create jobs in the areas with higher unemployment by providing tax credits for each new job created. Hogan says that in less than 6 months, nearly 70 manufacturers have filed letters of intent to participate, and 17 more have filed official applications that would create about 450 new jobs. The new legislation will seek to expand the program to additional jurisdictions, including Garrett, Caroline, Kent, Wicomico counties. Hogan said it will allow eligible jurisdictions to select up to 3 industries, in addition to manufacturing, where tax credits could apply. So there's good news for the Maryland economy. On the other hand, Comptroller Peter Franchot has reduced its revenue projections by $73.2 million for fiscal year 2018. He said that continued weaker than anticipated sales tax revenues and an inability to tax online retailers has provided the basis for the Board of Estimates actions. Franchot says that Maryland really hasn't fully recovered from the recession, and I quote, "But here's what we do know, and here's what the numbers tell us. While we have undoubtedly made considerable progress after the crippling effects of the 2008 recession, the fact of the matter is that thousands of Maryland working families and small business owners who were affected the most by the economic crash nearly a decade ago have not fully recovered." Have you ever seen a TED Talk on YouTube or something like that? Annapolis has their own version, and it's called Ignite Annapolis. And it is coming up in February, which is ways away, but right now they're soliciting proposals, and it's somewhat like TED, but it's kind of not. What it is that you get 5 minutes, you get 20 slides, and you need to do your presentation. It can be any kind of a message. It can be empowering. It could be thought-provoking. It could be funny. You name it. If you would like to submit a proposal, you can do so by December 29th over at igniteannapolis.com. They will select the speakers, and then you need to submit your slides. And it's a real fun night. The event is going to be on February 12th at Maryland Hall. It'll be $10 to get in. A lot of fun. Last time, Mayor Buckley stumbled through it. I highly recommend that. Put that on your calendar there. Another thing to put on your calendar is tonight's Midnight Madness. It's the second night of Midnight Madness. All the stores will be open on West Street, Main Street, downtown, Maryland Avenue, all open until midnight. Make sure that you stop by Snowflake Alley and take a selfie or a picture. It's really beautiful there. At Art Farm on 45 West Street, Allison and Darren are going to have Karen Best working in their window, custom making silver jewelry. Just up the road at the Annapolis Collection Gallery, Catherine Burke is hosting signed artworks of photographer Jay Fleming, who's awesome. I recommend his book highly. And Burke is also planning to serve strawberry cream puffs, which I'm going to have to go get a try out there. Down on Main Street, you've got here a pop-up shop has popped up again, and they're always fun. They've got all sorts of crazy stuff. Great place to find just a little gift or a little knickknack that you need. If you're stuck for a gift, go to the Here a Pop-Up Shop. They probably have it. They're only going to be there till Sunday because, hey, they're a pop-up shop. Over on Maryland Avenue, Galway Bay Irish Restaurant and Pub will be giving out free samples of their eggnog liquor, and I think that you should do that because it's wonderful. I've got a bottle sitting right here on my desk. It's good stuff. Galway Bay also is a good place to go to get in, escape from the cold, and have a bite to eat. A little bit further down the road, you've also got a new pop-up shop with the Resa Juice Bar. Parking in Annapolis is free at the metered spots for 3 hours. You can pre-reserve spaces in the city garages. And just as a reminder, Annapolis parking has moved. They used to be down at the Hillman Garage, and now they're up at 60 West Street, Suite 106, which is directly across from Stan and Joe's. It's the where the post office is, Chesapeake Bay Trust is in that building there. And where you're there, you can get your residential permits, you can pay your tickets if you've got them, you can get your resident coupons, anything that you need to do with Annapolis parking, you can do there. Bundle up. It is going to be cold tonight. And to bring you that weather forecast, we've got George Young from DMV Weather, so stick around.
Did you know that more than 1,200 mental health patients had to be transferred last year by AAMC to facilities outside our area because these facilities do not exist right here in our own area? Denim and Diamonds is a fabulous, fun evening under the stars to support expanding mental health care in our community. AAMC Foundation proudly thanks RxNT for their generous $50,000 exclusive presenting sponsorship. Get more info at AAMCdenimanddiamonds.org.
This is Maryland. The weather can be nearly unpredictable. We've got George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis to sort it all out.
Hey everyone, this is George from DMV Weather. Here's your Annapolis forecast for Thursday, December 14th. For today, we forecasted a target high temp of 41 degrees for downtown Annapolis and 40 degrees for BWI Airport. And with breezy conditions again on tap, we'll likely have wind chills in the 20s and 30s throughout the day. Low temps tonight will be in the mid-20s or so with partly cloudy skies, making for another cold but nice early winter night with a great Christmas feel to it for the big Midnight Madness shopping event in downtown Annapolis. And lows again will be in the 20s for the next few nights, while Friday's highs will again be cold and only in the 30s. But that should be the end of the big chill, as we almost definitely see some sunshine over the weekend with high temps in the 40s. And beyond the weekend and early next week, all indications are temps will make a brief return to the 50s before more seasonally cool highs in the 40s move back into place by midweek. Okay, that's it for us today. Stay warm out there and be sure to download our free weather app in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store by searching for DCMDVA Weather, and also follow us 24/7, 365 on our website at dmvweather.com or on social media via Twitter or Facebook. This is George Young of DMV Weather with your Annapolis forecast. As you continue your shopping for holiday gifts and last-minute preparations for travel or for visitors, remember one thing: whatever the weather outside, have fun and be safe.
Hey there, this is John Fernay, and the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief is sponsored by, well, it could be you. Podcasting is a growing trend, and since launching on September 1st, we have more than 10,000 downloads of this podcast, plus thousands of listens on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. In addition to our Facebook page, All Annapolis, and our Twitter account, we distribute the Daily News Brief to Apple Podcasts, which used to be called iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and the TuneIn app that can be played on your Amazon Echo or Google Home device. We focus on local news, local weather, local events, and local sports, including high school and college. So our audience is pretty tightly targeted to the greater Annapolis area. And if you own or manage a local business, you're a likely customer. Intrigued? Well, here's something to think about. Your company could be featured on this daily podcast for less than $20 a day. Interested? Shoot me an email and let's talk. My email address is john@eyeonannapolis.net, and that's EYEONANNAPOLIS, but you already knew that, .net. Let's get together and see what we can make happen.
Thanks for listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. If you like what you heard, make sure to tell your friends and colleagues about it. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find much more. Be sure to check out our other weekly podcast, The Maryland Crabs. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at noon. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.